11.15 independent.
11.5.
I can calculate the probability of independent and dependent.
All right, so are we capable of calculating the probability of independent and dependent?
Yeah.
Two different formulas, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many events do compound events have?
2.
2 or more. So independent events would be compound events because 2 or more things are happening, right? But do independent events have impact on other events?
No.
No. So they do not impact other events, right?
Yeah.
So if you're independent, you have no impact on other people. Just like the events have no impact on other events. Dependent events, do they impact other events?
Yes.
Yeah. If something depends on something else, it's going to have like some sort of impact. Yes, no? So then what we did is we talked about the formula for calculating independent events. So everybody, let's see if we can do this a little bit better than we did a couple minutes ago. Can you tell me the formula for calculating the probability of independent events on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3.
Probability of A times probability of B.
So the probability of A times B. A would be what?
Event number 1.
B would be what?
Event number 2.
If there's a third event, would we just keep multiplying by the next event and the next event and the next event?
Yes.
Yeah, because there could be more than 2 events. All right, so here you go. Here's our scenario. You have a bag of marbles. You have 3 reds and 4 blues. Does everybody see that?
Yeah.
So I'm asking you, I'm telling you that when you draw a marble out of the bag, you put it right back in. So if I drew a marble out, let's say I drew this blue out, I'm going to put it right back in, right? So what is the probability then of drawing a blue marble, you guys?
4 7.
There's 4 blues, and there's 7 total marbles, right? So we're going to put it back in the bag, and then we're going to try drawing, or see what the probability is of drawing a red. How many reds are in the bag?
3
3 in the bag, and how many total marbles again?
7.
And in our formula, we said that to calculate the probability of independent events, you multiply A by B, right? Event 1 by event 2. So event 1 was 4 over 7, and event 2 was 3 over 7, right?
Yeah.
And what do you get?
12 over 9.
Excellent. The second example, I just added a third draw. So we did a blue, and then we did a red, and then we did another red. Yes, no? Okay. Dependent events then, same thing, but with one tiny difference. The one tiny difference is this right here. What's that say?
After A.
So the probability of dependent events would be, again, probability of A times the probability of B, but we're going to do B after we figure out what happens in A, right? So in this bag of marbles, now we're going to, same exact bag of marbles, but instead of putting the marble back in that we draw out, we're going to leave it out. Okay? So would that impact the second draw?
Yes.
So if I was going to draw out a blue marble, you still have what percentage or what chance?
4 7.
But I'm keeping it out now, right? So I have 1 less marble in the bag. Yes, no?
Yes.
So what's the probability of drawing out a red?
3 6.
Still 3 red marbles, but now there are only 6 total marbles. Yes, no? So this probability then is 12 over 42, which reduces down to 2 over 7. Yes? No? And then remember how we went up here and we said, well, wait, same exact situation. In this one, stop. In this one, we replaced the marble, put it back in, and we got 12 over 49. And this one, we did not replace the marble, and we got 2 over 7. Remember how we compared those? We said, well, which one is bigger, 12 over 49 or 2 over 7? And you guys had me turn them into what? What?
Yes.
And I think we found out that this one had a bigger probability, right?
Yes.
Last thing then is we actually added a third draw. And again, we started with 7 marbles. We kept 1 out. We went down to 6. We kept that 1 out. We're down to how many marbles?
5.
And you just multiply your fractions. Numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. Questions, comments, quandaries, quibbles, quotes, queries, or quips?